Okay, good evening. How are you guys doing?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Good. All right. So do you guys remember what we talked about last week? Calories in, calories out, balancing what we eat with our physical activity?
Yes.
All right. Did we have any successes last week? Did we reach our goals?
I walked 10,000 steps a few days. So that was
Alright,
really good
that's
and got really
good.
close the rest of the days.
So you're almost there.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm fairly close.
That's yes, tracking.
Not quite yet the goal, but pretty close.
So you're working towards it?
Yeah,
Okay.
working.
What about you?
I walked one day with my wife, but then I lost motivation. I haven't done it since.
Well, that's awesome. One day.
Yeah.
That's an improvement. Good job. All right. Any difficulties last week?
Staying away from meat and the stuff I like to eat, and trying to eat fruits and veggies is pretty difficult.
Okay.
So trying to drink a lot of water, but I haven't had that much success.
That's good. So what could you do to maybe drink some more water?
Just getting the habit of keeping a water bottle with me, but again, I get a little lazy, so I don't do it.
Okay, so that's a good idea. So, either one of you want to talk about any difficulties or?
I went out with my friends a couple times. We normally go out for dinner and drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Can't help myself when I'm around my friends, so that's definitely a difficulty for me.
That can be hard, especially when everyone else around you is making.
Normally it's like Mexican margaritas,
Yeah.
queso,
All the good stuff.
the tasty stuff.
Well,
So-
today we are actually going to be talking about some of those things, the pressure from social cues and different things in our life. So far we've been focusing a lot on healthy activities or healthy eating, but now we're going to look at our behaviors and how we can control those. So we're going to talk about factors, and these are called cues that affect what we're doing. So they can have positive cues or negative cues. And we're going to look at those and how we can take charge of those cues in our life. So first, we'll talk about food. So what makes you guys want to eat?
Working out.
Working out, okay. Any others?
Being with my friends for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I just like to eat, so I tend to be weak and give in to all the cravings I do have.
Mm-hmm.
So I overeat a lot at the time.
Okay. So
Sometimes
you
you get bored.
bored.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
definitely
Okay.
bored.
Stress eating is a
Stress
big thing.
eating. So when we're stressed. So a lot of these we mentioned though involved hunger, which is a positive cue. So when we're hungry after we eat or after we work out, we need fuel, we need to eat. So that's a positive cue. Our body needs that. But then we mentioned stress and boredom. Those are maybe negative cues that we can work on. So we're going to talk about how we can change those. Do you guys have any examples of habits of eating cues that are really hard to break? Maybe you think of something when you were younger, something that is a really hard habit that you do.
I usually can't stop myself from eating once I sit down to watch TV.
I'm gonna say, we always eat dinner
In front of the TV. Okay.
I mean, when I make dinner for my kids, they never want to eat the healthy stuff, so I make them like mac and cheese, and then I usually eat that
Eat
because
the rest.
it's good. Good comfort food.
Yeah.
Okay, so we named things that are habits that are really hard to break. If we're eating in front of the TV, that's hard. That's what you're used to. So let's talk about these food cues. So you're in the living room. That might be your spot, is watching TV. What is a way that we can take that and change that and make it into a healthy behavior? What's
Well,
positive?
we kind of have a nice outdoor area.
Yeah.
We could maybe take our dinner outside since I love being outside.
Yeah, that's a really good
Away from
idea.
TV.
And then maybe it would prompt you to walk afterwards because you're already outside. It's
Reach
nice
our step
and-
goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about for her? Do you guys have any ideas? If when you make mac and cheese and it's there, it looks good, it's tempting, you don't want to throw it away, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what are some ideas? How can we make that a positive?
Well, I've kind of tried to slowly work like veggies and things in, so that
Okay.
they can still have their bad stuff, but we put veggies in it,
That's
so
good.
they can start getting used to the veggies.
Okay. And will they eat it that way?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a big step.
If I try to sneak it in,
Then they
don't
will.
tell them. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, they don't want
Secrets are.
veggies. Okay. That's a really good idea. And maybe if it's something you can take for leftovers, you could pack it for it, be like, okay, this is for their lunch and I know they need it tomorrow, instead of I'm gonna eat it right now, instead of having to throw it away, because then you have to eat it.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
some ideas. What about at work? Some food cues at work.
Positive or negative?
Either.
So like packing your lunch is good, because if you pack your lunch, you can plan what
Mm-hmm.
you're going to eat,
That's
and then
perfect.
it's available for you.
Mhm.
I was gonna say, as a teacher, I kind of get lazy and not pack lunch in the mornings,
Mhm.
and I eat school lunch.
And then.
Not the best
Mhm.
lunch.
So.
It's not convenient when you're busy, you
Mhm.
don't have much time to eat lunch, so you just pick something up real quick, but when you pick something up, it's usually
No,
not
that's
very
not
good food, yeah.
So planning ahead and having something, because if we have that healthy food available, we'll eat it. What about, does any of your coworkers bring in unhealthy food like donuts in the morning?
Totally.
Yep, that definitely happens around the office.
Mm-hmm. What's something you could maybe do?
Whenever there's a birthday,
People bring in.
kids, there's always cupcakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any ideas of what you could do maybe to help even influence other people or positive cues of?
I just feel like in my environment, it might not work because, you know, the people there are not very healthy either. So
Mhm.
I might influence them, but most likely not, so it doesn't motivate me to do anything different.
Okay, but what if, so let's say for breakfast, you know someone brings donuts every day. What if you brought in a healthy egg casserole or some fruit and you ate that? And that doesn't mean everyone's going to try it at first, but maybe eventually they'll catch on. So that would be a positive cue, and then you know you're influencing other people. So that's
Or
something
like
you
eating
can do.
before you get there, so you're full.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
so
say
you're
making sure I
full.
have like a sweet fruit or something, so I feel like I'm getting the sweets.
Mm-hmm. Great idea. All right, so let's move on to physical activity. So, where that is. What are some things, if we're not active, we might have some negative cues to physical activity, like we said. If we eat in front of the TV, what are you most likely to do?
Sit and watch.
Sit in
nap.
front of the
Yeah.
TV
Yeah.
and just stay there after dinner. So, what are some maybe negative cues of physical activity that we could make positive, or some positive ones you already have?
Wall sits during commercials.
Okay, that's a great idea, yeah.
If we're gonna watch TV, but we're gonna eat outside.
Mhm.
Try to
But
do
if you're
that.
watching TV, or maybe keeping exercise equipment in front of your TV, you could get a bike, you could get hand weights, anything that will prompt you, while I'm watching TV, I might as well exercise because it's right there. I know you said your husband motivates you, so what are some positive cues he could do to help you?
He usually like always keeps up with me, make sure I get my exercise in every day. So we encourage each other. So we'll go walking when he gets home from work, because I'm usually home first. So as soon as he gets home, he's like, let's go walking, and we'll go on a walk, or we'll take the kids to the park, or
Okay,
something like that.
that's good. So taking the kids to the park, do you guys have grandkids?
We don't, but off of what she said, maybe
Fingers
if
crossed.
we motivate each other, that'll help us stick to our goals or maybe achieve our goals better.
Okay, so you guys can plan to eat dinner outside, walk together. Alright, what about at work? Some physical activity cues.
I could,
Take the stairs.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take the stairs.
Taking the stairs and not using the elevator.
Yes, that's a great one. Maybe bringing some tennis shoes to work, so you have them there and you're ready to walk.
Yeah, I have like a walking partner at work, so we go walking like on our breaks.
Good, that's awesome. So building that network of social, that helps you because they motivate you to.
Yeah, and now like a lot of workers at work walk now,
Mhm.
because they see us walking all the time.
Awesome. All right, so I have one assignment for you guys to do before next week. We talked about physical activity and healthy eating cues. So I want you to take one thing in your life that you're doing now, eating related and physical activity, take that negative and I want you to think of a positive that you can work on this week. So we kind of named one for you guys already. Do you have one that you could work on?
Let's see, so eating or exercise?
Mhm.
So a negative cue. So I guess I could start like packing when I make my kids lunches, not only incorporating vegetables, but dinner, making those part of their lunches and making me and my husband separate meals. And then we're eating them together. So that way we're both eating like a healthier protein and vegetable
Okay,
dinner.
good. That is awesome. Any other for you guys?
I like the idea of having a walking buddy.
Yeah.
To walk on plannings.
Mm-hmm. Good job this week, and we'll see you next week.